you're not too stoned. Maybe you're not too stoned. Maybe you're not too stoned. Maybe you're not too stoned.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. A few slight technical difficulties at the moment, so hopefully we'll be in the game in a bit. My servers, for some reason, was shut down. I'm just waiting for it to reboot. So, I hope everyone is well. Hope you've all had a great week, and good to see you all back in the stream again. So I just can't see the chat. I'll get the chat up in a minute. I'm just waiting for this server to reboot so I can actually get in the game. Which seems to be taking forever. Well, let me just get the chat up while I'm waiting for that. So how is everyone? So we've got quite a few people in already. So we've got Johannes Muller saying welcome back. Yep, welcome. Hans saying welcome as well. Farmer Ben saying hello. Martin233 saying hi. Afuna saying my like has been registered. Please let's like. Yep. Maria saying 10 minutes until stream starts. Yeah, I was going to start a little bit early. So I started the stream a little bit early, and then I went to log into the game, and then I couldn't find the server on the list, and I've just had to go on there. And when I got onto the page for the server, it was shutting down. So now it's just waiting for it to restart, and then we'll be back in the game hopefully very soon. Sinead saying I'm good and saying hello there. Luke P saying nice logo, thank you. Just slight change of colour. And yeah, a new overlay for the streams. George Miron, thank you very much for the I don't know if that's channel membership or sponsored. Yep, farmhand. Thank you for becoming a farmhand. I really appreciate your extra support. Jess is saying hi, hey to you. Slick saying doing good, how are you? I am very well. Had another hectic week, and part of the reason why there was no video today, so apologies. There was no normal video today. I just run out of time to get one done. Come on, server. I had no idea how long this is going to take. Yeah, another hectic week. A few more technical issues and things this week. Again, yeah, it's been crazy. I've been really busy, but I kind of lost nearly a whole day's worth of recording this week through various different things. So, and those things are continuing tonight, obviously. One of these weeks, I'll have a week where everything goes to plan. If the server doesn't start, we might have to, yeah, I don't know what we'll do. Jump into another save game. Melissa saying hi Sim and hi Stevie, how you guys doing? I'm doing very well. I'm not sure about Stevie because I can't actually communicate with him at the moment. Alright, let me just bring up the game. So while we're waiting for this, just saying, Ethan Farmer, can you shoot your computer in Farm Simulator 19? I thought you'd given up with that by now, Jesse. Mossrock saying hi Sim, hey to you. Craden Gaming, good to see you in the chat again, Craden, hope you're well. Saying hey Stevie and Sim, love the new profile pic, I love red. Yeah, I feel like it stands out a little bit more. Thomas saying hello Sim, love you, thank you, hope you're well. Farm Ben saying I started the series 2 days ago now, love it so much, thank you. Clayton Hart saying hey Sim and Sim Farmer and Stevie, hey to you. There's Stevie. If you're not subscribed to Stevie's channel, then go and check out Stevie's channel. I'll put the link in. So you can go and watch one of his time lapses while you wait for me. Right, let's just check this again. I have no idea why the server shut down, and I can't even access the admin page to get the save game off to set up my own host my own server using the save game, because I can't access that to download it, which is rather annoying. Right, where are we? Just saying, I said expecting you to read my comment. I was thinking that you would see it, and nope, you're going to skip over that one. Can you quickly show us your mods? Right, mods I've got. Which one is it? This one. So I've got a few of the new ones that have been released. So these packs are Alien Gym release, which I'll be using on No Man's Land. I'll rate them yet. I haven't tried them. So most of these are off the actual in-game mod hub, apart from a few. So I've got these now. These was released recently, the Twinem Net Bale. I'll be using those on No Man's Land as well. I've got a few on here that are off other sites, which I don't really need now. Some of the other mods have been released. So this is an open sheep pasture, but it's got a few errors in it, so I haven't used that yet. So I'm hoping there's another open sheep pasture that comes out. This one is off King Mods, so the free range cows, which it's not on the mod list yet, but it is on King's Mod. kingmods.com. That's the one I've used on No Man's Land and put the fencing around myself. So that takes 50 cows. Trailer axle block, I did try that, but I couldn't get it to work on the multiplayer. It kept throwing up a Lura script error for the commands. So I don't know if there was some conflict with another mod with that. Improved repair costs, that's off King Mods as well. That's one I've tried, but when I tried it, it didn't seem to make any difference. So I don't know if that was working, so I haven't actually enabled that on any of my saves yet. Bale counter, that's also off King Mods. Canola straw, off King Mods as well, but I don't use that now because it just does regular straw. And I already feel like I do enough straw baling, so I disabled that. I only used it once on No Man's Land. Some of these houses, like the pack of 10 houses now, I probably won't use because Alien Jim's got some of these buildings in his new pack. I'll just check this server again. It's still saying restart. Oh, it's getting annoying. The Hilux as well, that's off King Mods. And the Ram is from Elk Mountain Modding, who do the ranch pack. That's off their Facebook page, but I believe that's also on King Mods as well. I do need to go through these because Crosshair mod I no longer use. What else we got? Yeah, some of these mods I've downloaded, not used. The Bavarian Farm Pack 2, that's from moddingvelt.com. So that's the one that's not been released on Mod Hub. I'm not sure if it will be. And then I've got the FDR login stuff, which I've not actually used much of yet, because I need to do all the input bindings for the controller for those. Yeah, so quite a few mods already, and a lot of them I haven't used. Well, I only try and download mods that I feel like I've got a use for or possibility to use. Alright, while we're waiting for this server, we'll jump into the time-lapse save game. We'll have a look around here. And if it doesn't work, I've no idea what we're going to do. Alright, let me just fix my... oh, I've just opened up the wrong thing. Right. Oh. I just turn the time down. I'm midway through recording the next episode on here. It's nice and raining. Yeah, so this is midway through episode 37, I think I'm recording currently on this where the save game is. So I think I'm just about to cut a load of trees down in the forest. So I'll just go and show you some changes I've done over here. As I was like sneak peek ahead of the next episode while we wait for this server. Donna Potato, did you add Alien Jim's new deco packs? Yes, I did. I've downloaded those and I haven't actually, I don't know if I've enabled them yet. They may not have been enabled on this save game yet, because I think they only came out yeah, I haven't actually enabled them yet. So that's something I need to do. Let me just turn on. Yeah, so where we currently are is I'm just about to start cutting this row of trees down here, just so we can get some money to build something new. So I have moved the biomass heating plant that is now up here, so that will be moved in the next episode. And what I want to do with this is move this field over, so when we buy this area of land for E3 is move the poplar field over a bit and then have the main road more this side, and then separate entrances going into each of the different places to separate them up a little bit more. And then what I'll probably do as well, put a road going around the back of the sawmill into the forest as like a direct access into there for selling the logs. So that's going to get moved over when we buy that land, and I'll probably just clear a few of those trees, just give us a bit more space for the poplars. But the poplars will be staying, so they'll just get moved over. And then this field will eventually get extended as well. Once we own that land, we can come out. So I've also added a road in that kind of goes off down that way, so you can kind of see where the road layout roughly is. That may change over time. Let's see, a big hole in our forest. Oh, while we're here now, we're actually in thingy. Have a look at the stats. This doesn't show up in multiplayer because I often play in multiplayer on No Man's Land. So currently we've cut down 125 trees, which doesn't actually seem like a lot, but I've actually planted 820 trees. So I'm definitely on a near enough what, 7 trees to every 1 tree cut down planted, or probably 7.5. So yeah, 162 hours 22 minutes in total. 709 bales produced. The other thing I've done as well is, if you can see over there the white section on the left hand of that, I've extended that field a little bit, and I also put the new track in. That'll be quicker if we fall down. So I've put this track in there that goes under these trees, although I probably will put a few more trees in here. As I did mention in the one on the streams, I thought these were spruce trees I planted here, and they turned out I got the wrong pallets. So I've got a few random spruce trees planted in spaces I didn't want them. So yeah, I've extended this field a little bit, I just brought it out up here because we own this bit of land anyway. And just extended it a little bit over here. Yeah, a lot of driving, 1.7, 1,781 kilometres. Stormcall saying, oh, well that happens, happy to see he's able to stream though. Yeah, if I can't get the server up, I may just jump into something else, as I don't want to carry on with this one. I possibly could go on Calmsden Farm and do some contract work on there. Let me know in the chat what you think. I'll just try and catch up a little bit. Farm Ben saying, if Medicine Creek comes out on FS22 we do a series on it. Possibly not, because I had too many issues with that one last time. Did you James saying, Sim, how was the 120 mile how winds? We were very fortunate that it didn't affect us pretty much at all. Got some weeds as well to do on that one. So yeah, Storm Eunice was very mild in my area. We had a few gusts where you could hear it pick up, but yeah, nothing serious where I was. So yeah, I think we avoided the worst of it, which we're very fortunate to have done. No, the server's currently trying to restart. Let me just check it again. I can't actually see the web page. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give up with it because it's just, I've got the warning, the game server is neither started or stopped for some time. Let me try stopping it and then restarting it. It was working around about 5 o'clock because I came on to do a screenshot for the thumbnail. So it was working then. I don't know why it shut down. No idea. I can't see any errors in the log or anything. Sinead saying you're doing so well, thank you. Steve is saying yes for Calmsden if needs be. Yeah, I'll set the thing up if we do that. What tractors do I have on this map? Just the John Deere 6M. So the John Deere 6M and then the Case Magnum 7150. And then I just recently bought the New Holland CH70. So I'm trying to think if I did anything around here. Don't think I did. I'm possibly going to change this shed and get rid of this. For some reason my honey's completely stopped spawning. I haven't had a honey pallet spawn for ages. I don't know why. So I may reset the spawn point on that, see if that fixes it. At the moment it's still not producing enough wool, so what I want to try and do is get an open sheep pasture in here and put this field to grass. That'll be after the next harvest because we've just put canola in it. We can also get some more beef cows in here because we've only got 28 currently. So this in-game year I wanted to concentrate on production, so the next production we're probably going to get is the grain mill, which will probably go down where the biomass heating plant was, and then we'll add some more stuff around here. So the dairy's a little bit basic, so I didn't want to spend too much money on decorative stuff at the moment, wasting stuff. So these cars will be changed for the ones in the Alien Gym pack, because they're the ones I got King's mod, but they're only all in white. So I'll swap those out. I'll take that mod out and use Alien Gyms instead for that. Just saying, can you join on Calmsden? If I do Calmsden, it'll be just on a private game. Calmlands. Now I don't want to start like another complete new map. I'm gonna give up with this for a little bit because it's still starting. Right, let's get out of here. Right, let me just change. I just change this for a second, just while I set this up, because I don't know if it shows password or anything. Right, create game. I can't remember which save game it was. This one. Right, give it a few minutes, Stevie, and then see if you can join. It's under Sim Farmer's game, same password for the live stream. I can't remember where I was up to on here. I remember now. Yeah, I was just finished up doing some contracts. Right. Right. I'm just going to record this bit just so I can do it, because I haven't been on here for a while to do a let's play. So just so I've got the footage of completing the contracts, because I can't actually take any more on it until we do those. So we've got cultivating, baling. Do 2 baling contracts. What are they? Both for, you know, one's silage, one's hay. Right, well, no space for contract vehicles. Right, we'll borrow those. Hopefully Stevie can get on and then we can join that. I'll get the chat back up so I can actually see everybody. I'll keep an eye on the server. If it does start up, then we'll jump back over. Dylan saying, damn, that's basically the first time I've seen you tabbing through. Yeah, I don't like to tab through on video, just because of the fact it's... Oh, I forgot manual attach on here. Nope. Right. There we go. Yeah, I don't often. It's one of those things with tabbing, is when you've got a lot of vehicles, you can end up tabbing through like 5 or 6 vehicles just to get to the one you want. I always don't think it looks good, because it's just like a big flash as you're flicking through. So I always try and avoid it in videos. Right, if we move that out of the way, see if we can get the stuff to join. There we go. So will this stream on Calmsden mess up with your Let's Play series? No, because what I can do is just keep it on 0.5, so I won't get through the day, lose any time during the day, and then I'll just like say what happened at the start of the next episode, because I'm literally at the very start of recording the next episode on Calmsden, so it's not really going to mess anything up. So we've got fields 22 and 7. I'll do 7 first, I'll just be right next to it. So hopefully Stevie can join. If you can't, Stevie, let me know in the chat and I'll see if I can change the settings if you're having trouble joining. I've actually, yeah. Calmsden's still not coming up. All right, let me try changing the setting on it then. Cats or dogs? Dogs, definitely dogs for me. I just bought the game. Do I need mods to see my equipment? You don't need mods. Let me just change that again. Create game. Yes, Sim Farmer's game. I've just changed the connection setting, so hopefully it may come up. And while I'm waiting for that to reload, just check the actual server again. Trouble is I can't see that web page all the time. Right, no, it's still saying the server will now restart. So frustrating evening. So I seem to be having a run of bad luck with a lot of things at the moment. Nothing ever seems to be going right. Kránitz saying he was just editing part of his video for 4 minutes time lapse and took an hour to edit a 4-minute part. Now we're going to continue recording. An hour to edit a 4-minute part. The next episode of No Man's Land, when I come to edit that, I was missing about an hour's worth of footage, so I had to reinstall a backup save game and do a little bit of extra work just to fill in the gaps, but I was still missing quite a bit. What's field 7? Just check, is this one hay or... yeah, this one's hay. Right, so we can extend these out. Yeah, it's a few technical issues and I can't change the thumbnail at the moment. So hopefully we will get to go on No Man's Land. It's just the server we use for the live streams not currently working. Oh, wrong way. That's better. So when I'm using mows like this doing hay, I always like to use that outer mower, throwing it into a swath, just so it when you ted it, you're not flinging grass right into the hedges that then you can't pick up on contract fields. So kind of handy thing to do, keep the grass more on the actual field within the boundary of the contract work. Jakub, yeah, it's just the server at the moment for some reason it's not working. Kránitz saying decided to make it look nice, go into first person and third person. Nice. Kránitz has got 178 hours on No Man's Land, so just a little bit more than me. So I was on about 166 so far. Yeah, I know about the hidden field, but I don't own it. So I started on start from scratch. I don't own any of that land, and I'll just check that actually because I've now updated the map. So that's all I actually own on this game, is that I don't own all this, which you can buy now for 0, but I'm not going to be doing that. I think that field is now, yeah, 312,023. The only thing I was really concerned about was the actual BGA, which actually now looks like it's showing up. Because the BGA, because I'd start from scratch, none of the triggers for the biogas plant were showing up, so I couldn't. Stevie just needs a few mods. Oh, nice one. Everything. I think everything's off the mod hub, or should be anyway. Oh, unless you've updated the 4D moddings mods and you've got a different version than I have, because I think he did an update for some of them that I haven't done. Petry, is there news on the first DLC? There is news in the first DLCs being released next month, but there's been no official word on what it's going to actually be yet. So I'm presuming they'll release more information from the start of March, and I've got a feeling it may release on the 22nd of March, kind of FS22 22nd, which I think 22nd of March, I may be wrong, was when they announced FS22 officially last year. I'm sure it was March, but it may have been April. I know it was on the 22nd of 1 month anyway. So possibly, yeah, the 22nd of March we may see the release date, but we'll find more out about that soon. So I don't have the game pass or season pass or anything like that, so it's going to be a wait and see see what it actually is before I decide whether I'm going to get it or not. So hopefully it's going to be something fairly good. Yeah, 22nd of March is just my kind of guess. It may be completely wrong on that. Sinead's saying she's back. Welcome back. Kránitz saying I did like Zoom. Oh, I think I read that one as well. Chat's going a bit slower than I thought. Nobody's watching because I'm not on no man's land. Everyone's joining the stream. This is not no man's land. This is outrageous. Yes, apologies if you just joined. This is not no man's land. This is Calmsden Farm. Due to a few server issues. Kránitz saying his birthday is the 24th of March, so possibly a birthday present, new DLC, yeah. What DLC would I want? As it's only an equipment pack, I think, for the first one. Or is it? Did it say new vehicles for your farm? I can't remember what the... I think it said new vehicles for the farm, so maybe a new brand of tractors and stuff. Hopefully it's not a self-propelled slurry spreader, because we've got quite a few of those now, with another one due in the next update. Kyle, I am very well, thank you. Maria saying 123 likes now, awesome. We've got 142 watching, so if you've not yet hit that like button, then smash it. Fonta, good evening, how are you? Dylan saying I'd love to see old school tractors like the ones in my in-laws own real life. Yeah, I don't think we'll get any old school stuff. I'd be surprised if it was like an old school equipment pack. Well, you never know. Hello from Ukraine, hello to you. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, but I appreciate you stopping by to watch. Ah, okay. I wondered why you hadn't come up as a moderator. I'll re-add you so you what map are you on? Calmsden Farm by Oxygen David. Just while I try and wait for the server to restart, if it ever does. So hopefully Stevie can get the mods sorted. And he can join me in a bit. Jakub, are you going to live stream Old Stream Farm ever? Probably not, no. I was considering doing a live stream on Calmsden Farm to do some contract work, but on the other channel, possibly like midweek. So maybe I'll swap that round. If I can't get No Man's Land up and running tonight, I'll do No Man's Land on Wednesday instead, because I was planning on to have a go at doing Calmsden on Wednesday on the other channel. Just to do some contracts to keep things moving along. Bryce German, thank you very much for the $1.99 super chat. You are very generous. I really appreciate that. Hyson, what economic difficulty do you lose on No Man's Land? No Man's Land time-lapse series is on hard economy. Just because I wanted to try and slow progress down a little bit more than what I did. Unfortunately, as I've mentioned in a few streams, the economy can't get that word out. Economic difficulty doesn't affect the selling price of logs, so I'm still getting the same amount of money I would get on easy or normal for forestry. So from that perspective, it's made no difference. So it's only when I sell crops and produce like pallets of stuff. Yes, my other channel, Jakub, is Sim Farmer Plus. I'll put the link in there for anybody that's not aware of that one. So link should pop up in a minute. So Sim Farmer Plus is my second channel where I've currently got a Let's Play series on Calmsden Farm. So it's not a time lapse. So it's a regular Let's Play with me talking on it. Also doing Transport Fever 2 as well currently. Although I haven't actually got any videos up for about a week. Take a big breath, yeah, I definitely need to do that. Remember to breathe. Friend saying hey everybody, hey to you. Rufus Farming Life saying hi, hey to you. Stormcall saying love the Old Stream Farm vids from both you, Sim and Stevie. I haven't seen Stevie's yet. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch them. Can you remove the cane trailer? The cane trailer. Yeah, I'll do that. Yes, I do. I don't really want to quit, but I need to quit. Right. Which is the cane trailer? Hopefully that'll work now, Stevie. Yeah, I haven't updated the cane trailer. Bryce saying, man, I just love watching you do this. Thank you. Glad you do. Sinead, how long is the stream today? Stream will be possibly up till 11 o'clock. Well, 11 o'clock normal time is when we finish, so that's another... I haven't got the real time mod on here now. What time are we now? 8 o'clock, so another, well, about 3 hours. Peter V, a behind the scenes live stream. I don't think that would be very interesting to watch. Alright, let's just check this server again. Watch it just as Stevie joins, the server will start working. No, it's still not working. Still having issues. Yeah, about 3 hours, depending where we are and what map we're on. If we do jump back to No Man's Land, maybe a little bit longer. If we're, depending what we're going to be doing. I was looking forward to doing some sowing in the snow as well. Mithril, are you going to buy the bigger logging equipment on No Man's Land? Eventually, yeah, but at the moment I just don't see the point in buying any forestry equipment on there. Because all it'll do is save me a bit of time. It's not going to make me any more money. Pax Agri channel, thank you very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content. Yeah, so forestry equipment on No Man's Land is something I will be getting and upgrading that, but at the moment I'd rather spend the money on other things. But I will be getting some. Wrong password. Oh. Right, let me go and reset the password because I've obviously put it in wrong. Can't remember what the password was. Oops, what have I done? What have I done? Right. Oh, I know what I did. Oh, come on. No, no. I'll get this right in a second. Right, that should be the same as what it is for the live stream now. Jacob, I don't know if you already answered this, but did you ever get burned out? And do you get advice on burnout, especially on No Man's Land? On No Man's Land, towards the end of FS19, I was generally getting a bit burned out with the game in general. So it wasn't specifically No Man's Land, it was just the farm simulator in general. Right. No. Yeah, I say at the moment I'm enjoying No Man's Land. So there's no problems with that, but I have last couple of weeks I have been struggling because since the release of FS22. I have pretty much been playing nearly every day, apart from like about 4 or 5 days. I had a few days over Christmas where I didn't play, and it's like every day I've had to do something, whether it's recording or editing or getting videos rendered and uploaded and stuff. So last week or so I've been struggling a little bit to keep motivated to keep playing the game. Part of the reasons why I started the old stream farm was to try and get some mojo back for the game. JGF Gaming saying hello, hey to you, and Milo saying hi as well. Hope everyone has a good evening or day. Yeah, hope you do too. Yeah, so today I came back up into the office around about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I was working on doing the new overlays for the live stream whilst listening to the football, although that was a waste of time. Yeah, Stevie is now joined. Right, I need to turn on. Hey Stevie, how are you? I wonder if you can hear me. Yeah, so I was doing, from 3 o'clock I was doing the overlays, and I'm kind of playing around with different thumbnail stuff for the live stream. Trying to get that sorted. So most of today I have oh, he's not actually in the game yet. Most of today I was doing other things, so kind of had most of today not doing any farm sim work. And tomorrow I won't be doing any at all, so that means there possibly won't be as many videos next week either. Simply I've got a long list of things I need to get doing. I'm struggling to get them all done. So Sim, what's your opinion on the modular BGA mod? I've not downloaded it yet. It looked a nice mod in 19, but it was just way too expensive for me to ever get to a point where I'd be able to afford it. So I don't know what the 22 version's like. As I say, I've not actually looked at it yet. But I know if it's anything like the 19 one, then I probably won't use it. How do you not get bored? Play FS. I usually play FS while I've got something else going on in the background. So I'm either listening to an audio book on Audible, or I've got something streaming on Netflix or Amazon Prime Video, just to listen to in the background. That helps pass the time a little bit more as well. But I find it relaxing playing FS, so it's always nice to just chill out and play. Are you in the game, Stevie? I don't know if you can hear me. Friend saying tomorrow's a good day. Stevie's left the server again. Tomorrow's a good day. You have to buy your new PC and arrive tomorrow. Nice one. Hope that works out well for you and you enjoy it. Dylan's saying grass field, re-sow it and roll it with a normal roller instead of a grass roller. Quick question, hope any of you can help. When I roll the field after cutting it, it says needs rolling. Should I roll at a different time? Yeah, you need to roll it after sowing for a grass field to get rid of the needs rolling. So the only way you can get rid of that light blue, I don't know if any of the feeds will show it on here. So when you got that light blue needs rolling, the only way you can get rid of that layer is to roll directly after seeding a crop. It shows up on some crops as well, even though you can't actually roll them. If you go over them with a roller, that it doesn't do anything. So I think poplars, when you plant poplars, it shows up needs rolling, but you can't actually roll them, so I don't know why it shows up needs rolling when you can't roll them. And I think potatoes and also does the same. Yeah, hopefully in the update they might adjust that a bit, because not all crops need rolling. It kind of sucks that you lose you get penalised for not being able to roll crops that you can't roll, or you wouldn't roll in real life. So they should just take off the that deficit from rolling or not rolling, and just have it so you can get the full 100% without doing it. I did read one of the change logs is they're going to improve the sales. So they're going to be, the price fluctuations is supposed to be changed so it shows the highest and lowest price of the year, rather than just this random graph which doesn't mean much to me. Steve is saying he got in but couldn't move.
I'm here now though.
Ah, you're here now. How are you?
Great, great. I think we have two of everything here, yes?
Yes, well, because I took on 2 contracts, I thought we could use 2 mowers to do the cutting. But then I've just finished the first field, so because it's took you so long to get in, it kind of didn't work out that way. But we could go and head over to 22 and both cut that one, or you could start rowing up this one and.
Sure,
No, this one needs tedding first, doesn't it? It's hay, this one.
Yeah, sure. We can mow field 22 first, and then sure we can kind of team up anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
And let the viewers see us both anyway.
Yeah. I'll head up to 22 with these mowers then, and I'll see you up there. Dylan, well, you can actually roll potatoes, and it gives you. You can actually roll potatoes. I know it comes up, but when I've tried some crops where it says you need rolling, it didn't do anything. I'm surprised that it lets you roll potatoes when you've got ridges. You just destroy the ridges. And some of the stuff I've seen from potato farmers is once they've planted the potatoes, they do not touch that field again until it's ready to harvest. They do all the fertilising whilst it's being planted, and then the field is left until it's ready to harvest. They don't drive over it because they don't want to disturb the field. It may be different for different farmers. That was a farm in the UK which I can't remember where it was. They was running like 6 John Deeres planting. I just realised how difficult it is to drive around this map and read the chat at the same time. It's not as open as No Man's Land. Far more things I could crash into. That Stevie doesn't sound like a robot now.
I can't figure out how to connect the
It's Q and hold Z down for the hoses.
Oh,
So-
perfect. Thank you.
I say Q for the PTO, then Z one tap for the... No, Q to connect, Z for the PTO, and then hold Z down for the hoses. Right, so this field is silage, so we can put this straight into a swath. Yeah, you need that little bit of light on, it depends on the type of potato. Now, some potatoes you do it where you, once you start seeing the growth, you then add another layer of dirt over the top and keep building up. But obviously there are those ones that you just do bury them and then leave them. Right, so we want what I was already on. Well, let's keep these narrow because it creates too wide a swath otherwise. And then the baler ends up missing loads. Stormcool saying, Tim, how do you turn around gates without moving like the whole... How do you turn around the gates without moving like the whole entire gate structure? In Joints Editor? Or gates in the placeable mode in game? Yeah, we're not on No Man's Land because the server's currently playing up for some reason. So I will keep checking it, and if we can jump over to No Man's Land, we'll be back over to there. But at the moment, we're just on Calmsden while that sort that out. What I must remember to do next time is I'll keep a copy of the, once we've finished on the next live stream, I'll get a backup copy of the save game just in case anything like that happens again. I can just set up my own server from the save game, because I can't access the actual server to download the save game, which is a little bit annoying, so I can't do that. Placeable gates, you can't the gates in the placeable menu, you have to delete them and then reset them, which is a pain because then it's difficult to actually get them, so you end up having to delete the fence either side, put the gate in the right way around and then connect the fence back up. I don't think Steve is going to be recording now. Oh,
Not tonight.
yeah, not tonight. So there's a little point recording one episode on here.
This is like deja vu, being you in the sleep.
Yeah. Dylan saying it looks like you just turn the gates around while placing it. Yeah, if you have to go from a different direction. So when you're doing the gates, if you drag it that way, or so that way to open it that way, and then you have to drag it the opposite way. So there is no other way of swapping it around once you placed it. Which I've found out a few times is a little bit annoying. Yeah, when I was building the dairy in the save game, on No Man's Land Timelapse series, I put the one gate the wrong way around, so I I changed it round but didn't actually do that on the video. So it was placed the wrong way round and I swapped it round. Scan V, thank you very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content. Oops, no, I've hired a worker. Kránitz saying he's been getting up at 5 AM to record 40 minutes before school. And you're crazy. I used to like it when the dogs used to get up stupidly early because I could get in here and get like a good hour's worth of recording on early in the morning. But the dogs don't tend to get up quite as early anymore. Right, so what I'll do, I'll finish this headland and I'll just quickly check the server again. So if it's not fixed by now, I'm probably gonna be very unlikely that it will start working anytime. Alright, so I should just have a quick check, see what the situation is. Still saying it's restarting. No, still no joy. Not a new logo, just the same logo, just a different colour. I'll wait for Stevie to finish that line and I'll go the opposite way he's going. Yeah, just a slight change of colour to make it stand out a little bit more. That's my thinking anyway. But I have been playing around with some new, some slight designs on the logo for different uses. Milo saying just came back, what did I miss? Not much, just doing some grass cutting in. So we've got field 7 cut. We're going to ted that one for hay, and this one's going to be railed up for silage, just for a couple of contracts. Johan is saying, Sim, do you have a best crop rotation for FS22? Take advantage of the sowing. I found a good one is alternating between canola and barley. Works quite well if you want to do those. So do canola, then switch to barley, and then swap those fields over for a rotation on those. Oats is a good one as well, that you could do canola or barley or wheat after, but generally you wouldn't, in real life anyway, you wouldn't do another cereal crop after a cereal crop. I don't know if you'd do a different cereal crop, but I think you'd probably do something different. So because oats you can harvest quite early, they don't take long to grow. That's the only one I've really got at the moment, is just canola and barley, switching between those. But as I expand more on no man's land, I probably will do other fields where I have a set rotation, so each year I just alternate between like 4 different fields. I forgot to put the front mow down, so I'll do like sunflowers in 2 fields, and then 2 other fields I'll do a different crop, what I don't know yet, and then the next year I'll swap them over, and then just keep going like that between all the different fields. Kránitz recording episode 42 on No Man's Land. Wow. They're about 5 episodes ahead of me. Yeah, most of the fields round by me, they're usually cereal crops or canola. So they get swapped around between canola and cereal crop. There was one field of sunflowers last year, but that wasn't for a. Well, it was for one of the local farm shops. They have like activities for children. So they had this one field where they planted it with sunflowers last year, which for I could use for various different things, but it was quite cool to see actually, because it's the first time I'd seen like a full field of sunflowers. But the majority of the stuff around by me is all canola and cereal crops. So oats, barley and wheat, and then canola. Don't really see much else being planted. But I think the large majority of fields around by me, like locally, are grass fields. So we have quite a few stables and like horse paddocks. There's actually 2 on my road I live on. There's 2 fields that are divided up into like paddock areas for stabling horses. Dylan's saying he usually sees fields going from taters to corn to wheat every year. Kránitz saying he's trying to get 10 more episodes ahead of you on No Man's Land. You probably will do over the next week, because I probably won't get as many done. So I really need to try and get this other stuff sorted out. I've been trying to do it since Christmas. I'm just struggling to find the time to do it. So that's the grass cutting all done. So we'll go and Stevie, you start tedding field 7 and I'll grab the windrower and start rowing it up.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And then we can both jump on a baler. James saying he's seen sowing the last year in a couple of fields near Stansted where we're seeing a 9RX as well. Nice. You're on the same, thanks. No worries. I say I don't have any other kind of rotations set out at the moment, because I'd never got that kind of far with most crops. It was just plant whatever I could that would be useful, depending what time of year it was. That's me cows. This national limit road, 60 mile an hour down a single lane country road, especially on blind bends. The road I live on is national speed limit, so it's 60 mile an hour, and it is very, very much like this. It's the one section of it, well, for probably 90% of the road is tree lined either side. It's like driving through a tunnel with the trees arching over from either side, and there's a few passing spots, but it is it's quite windy, so there's some like quite sharp bends where you can't see what's coming ahead, and it's crazy how fast some people drive down there. I'm surprised there hasn't been a lot more crashes than there has been. Maria saying, I'm back, what happened? Not much, we just done some grass cutting. So we've just finished all the mowing for 2 contracts. I'm just going to switch over to do the tedding and windrowing. I really don't like this windrower. Oh, I keep forgetting manual attach. Go to drive off after I just tap the A button. That's normally why I don't use manual attach very often, because I always forget about it. And the main reason why I don't use manual attach in the time lapse is because you have to keep jumping out the tractor to then jump back in, and that constant thing, because it's fairly quick when you speed it up, it just looks like a blur. So unless you do a time lapse that's really slow so it doesn't look so fast, I just don't see the point to using manual attach on the time lapse series. Hans saying, oh, farmers in Great Britain plant soybeans now. I think, yeah, in a bit further down south from where I are, they do soy. It is a crop that's increasing in popularity with farmers, especially because canola or oilseed rape is they're having a lot of issues with that over the last few years because of the change in I think pesticides. There's a change in law on what pesticides could be used, and a lot of the canola crops now are getting really hard hit, so a lot of farmers are switching from canola to other crops. Soy being one of them, but I think, yeah, it's a little bit more further south. But I may be wrong on that. Louis saying, live down the road like that, not many trees left after those winds. Yeah, I haven't been down our road today because I say we were fairly lucky and we avoided the worst of it. Last time we had high winds, there was a couple of trees that came down. There's one on our road that was blocked off, and then there was another one at the top, road at the top of my road. Andrew saying, I'm not far from Stansted, potatoes and beans near me as well. It's always interesting, like the UK is a fairly small island, but there's still quite a big difference between north and south on like what grows, like conditions. Helen, hey to you. Thank you for stopping by the stream. James saying, the American YouTuber that surprised the quad track and the non-RX was really getting massive fields in the UK. Yeah, there are some pretty big fields in the UK. Not round by me though. And the biggest tractor I've actually seen round by me was a Massey 8 I can't remember what it was. Like an 8,000 or something and something. It was a big massey anyway. I'm not saying that there aren't big tractors being used in my area, I've just never seen one. Say, hey Sim, I like the new logo, thank you. I'm not sure how you say your name. Yeah, I'm not sure how you say your name. I keep looking at that 3-4 times. 2001. SG Spoon, how are you? Hi Sim, hope you're doing well and enjoy your farming. Yep, I'm doing okay, apart from being a little bit frustrated with a few technical issues. Seems to be a common theme for me over the last few weeks. If it's not one thing, it's something else. Yeah, if you've seen as well on Oxford David's Facebook page, he's put some information about the next update for Calmsden Farm. He's going to be adding linseed as a crop. Which, if any of you watched Harry's farm on YouTube, he does that on his farm, linseed. It'll be interesting to do that when the update's out, as long as it doesn't require a new save game. Right, this is the awkward thing now, is because we need to go around the other way. So we might just have to wait for Stevie. So while I do that, I'll just check the state of the server again. I'm not holding my breath of any change though. Ah, right. Ooh, we might be getting somewhere. Right. Right, I may be getting somewhere. I'm just trying to restart the server again, but the only trouble is once you click restart, you can't stop it until it's either stopped itself or it actually starts. But if it doesn't start this time, I think I may be able to sort something out. Why can't you translate to Russian in translator and respond to our viewers? Because I don't have the time to copy and paste comments into Google Translate and respond to them. I struggle to respond to comments that are in English because I just find it difficult to find the time to reply to everybody's comments. I definitely don't have the time to copy things into Google Translate and then respond to them. As much as I would love to be able to do that, I just don't have the time to do that. Are you planning to do a mining series on FS22? If a mining map comes out, I may have a look at one this time, because I didn't do anything like that on 19. It depends on what the map's like, what the equipment's like that is there to be used. But I'll possibly have a look at doing one, but don't know for definite. Earthone saying gotta leave, have a wonderful evening, rest of the evening. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and enjoy the rest of your day. The International Farm saying, love your videos, sir. Watch them all the way through each time. Great content. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Oh, I missed a bit of mowing there. I've only just realised I missed that little bit of mowing. SG Spoon saying, come play much this week. Just got 50 centimetres of snow last 2 days. I can imagine you've been snow clearing then. 50 centimetres, that's quite a bit. That's a huge amount if we got that much here. Yeah, if it was just a mining only map and there wasn't much scope for doing other stuff, then it wouldn't make for a particularly great series. Maybe better as like a short let's play series, but for a time-lapse series, if you just, it's the same stuff. It's like with a whole just doing forestry time-lapse, solely just doing forestry, I don't think it'd work very well because every video is pretty much going to be the same thing over and over again. I mean, you might have a bit of progression if you start off with just a chainsaw, but work up with different equipment, but you're still just doing forestry every episode. So at least on No Man's Land I could kind of do a bit of forestry, do a bit of harvesting, a bit of grass mowing, baling, sowing. There's always like different stuff you can do. Kind of try and mix things up a little bit. Right. So the server's not starting, but I can now access the admin the admin interface, so I can download the save game. Save game. Which save game is it? Oh, what time is it now? 9 o'clock. Well, we'll finish these 2 contracts. It won't take us long to do. And then I should be able to get switched over back over to No Man's Land for the last hour and a half. Or a couple of hours. I've given up on the server. The server doesn't look like it wants to work, but I've got the save game downloaded now. So we'll get these finished first as we've started them. I'll also bring chat back up once I get to the end of this row. So one of the things I need to try and sort out this week is getting the other monitor set up for the live stream so I can have the chat on a separate screen. So every time I tab through the different tabs on the browser, it takes the chat off the screen. Let's just stop there. I don't need to do that anymore because I can do that. So that's better. Yeah, SG Spoon saying, yeah, multiplayer 5-6 players, that would be good. Yeah, that would be good if you got like a few people driving like dumper trucks while one's loading and stuff like that. Mix it up. That would work well for a multiplayer. A bit like probably a forestry only series would be good for a multiplayer. You can have one person like cutting, one loading logs, and then the one or 2 or 3 people like transporting. Yeah, I'm the same. I like starting off with smaller equipment, so I've got something to progress towards. If you start off with all the big stuff and loads of equipment straight away, I'll get bored myself very easy. I just don't see the point in playing, because then you're just playing for the sake of playing and not playing to try and actually get anywhere. And as much as I love playing the game, I don't like playing the game just for the sake of playing it. In terms of like having a large farm and just coming on just so I can play with fields and harvest. I like that progression more, working towards something. So it's one of the reasons when I did the Let's Play on here, I started off with some smaller equipment and not as much land. Because I knew if I'd started off with the starting equipment, I'd have probably got bored of it already. Even though it's not the biggest equipment you can get, it's fairly big equipment for this map to start with anyway, because some of it you're not going to want to go too much bigger than that. Yeah, this is not my favourite windrower. I really hate these like ones where it kicks it off to one side. Although I don't mind the merge max. I find this one a little bit awkward to use. How do you like the GPS mod that you're using? The enhanced vehicle mod, I like it over GPS, just simply the fact that you don't have to pay for it. But it's not just the fact that it's got the GPS, because it's got the you can switch between 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, you can lock the differentials on the front and rear. Also the GPS has an auto turn, so once you've set up your track, you can get it to auto turn at the end of the headlands. I've not actually tried that yet, but it's a lot more automated and it's a lot fairly easy to set up. So it's a bit more similar to what you could do with GPS in FS17, where you could do the auto turn. So you could literally set up your guidelines, slap cruise control on, then set it to auto turn, and then just leave it on cruise control. Why do your trees cut glitch when you cut them? That's a problem with the game, which hopefully may be fixed in the upcoming update, which should be out sometime next week. It's a known issue and it wasn't fixed in the last update, but it was an issue that I was aware of. So hopefully that will get fixed in this next coming update. Shane Wright saying, "Hey Sim, how are you tonight?" I'm very well, thank you. SG Spoon saying, "One thing I didn't like from Stevie's survival was the fact he started with nothing and no money, but the first he did was rent the big forestry cutter and transporter." I haven't watched Stevie's video yet. Oh, and on his no man's land was there.
Yeah, that was after 4 failed attempts of trying to do it with the little zetter and trailer.
Yeah, that was
literally. Yeah, just the trees just kept glitching out, and I had to get a video out to follow this. That's the only reason I started that way. But literally with the old stream farm now, I started out with nothing.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
Yeah, I remember you saying with your no man's land one that you tried with that Zeta. I looked at the Zeta and I thought, no way, it's just far too underpowered. So I went with the Mahindra instead, which was more fun.
Yeah, you could literally do no field work or nothing with that little zetter. Literally just pull a trailer like the Mahindra. That's it.
Yeah, I put it into my save game briefly, and I connected it to. I can't remember what I connected it to something just to move it out of the way, and it wouldn't pull it, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty much useless for anything.
Yeah, it's just a vintage just to leave in your shed. That's about it.
Yeah. Business loan. Yeah, it's quite fun to start off with absolutely nothing on no man's land, because you literally have no way of making any money. You have to start off with something. There's no contracts to do. It wouldn't be so bad if there was, I would say, even if there was only one contract on the starting field, but you'd probably make peanuts from it.
Yeah, and even if you just start with just the chainsaw, it's a long walk down to sell one little log.
Yeah. Has he removed the log sell point, or is that just all combined now into one?
I think it's all one now.
I know the sell point for bales and crops is all one, but I don't know if he removed the log sell point or whether that was still. But I don't play with his interactive zone marker, so I couldn't see if there was a marker for it. Sinead saying hello on that. Yeah, I didn't even consider looking at it. I'll have to check if I get the switch over in a bit. Well, this windrow's taking a hell of a long time. Not as bad as last time. Yeah, the glitchy trees, I don't. In my time lapse series, I've only cut 125 trees down. But I've probably, out of that, I've had one tree, like where the actual tree itself glitched out. I've had a few stumps that have gone a bit funny on the multiplayer. So we'll finish up this windrow in this last bit, then we can jump on the baler. Because we've got the equipment from both contracts, we can both start baling. So it won't take us long to get through both fields, and then we just got to deliver the bales to furthest sell point away by the looks of it. Actually, where is this?
I've got one auto stacker.
There's only one auto stacker.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go, that won't hurt. Where do we need to take them? Cotswold stores. Ah, yes. Forgot about that sell point. So yeah, we've got to take them down there, which is a bit annoying. I'll lease another one. Is it square balers? We've got.
Yeah, square balers and the square bale wrapper.
Ah, I thought it was the round all-in-one. That's a bit annoying. So what did it? Oh, it's possibly the other bale collector didn't spawn because there was no space left. Because there should be 2 of those. We'll just lease one so that we've got 2. Because there should be 2. We should have got one with the other one, but I think there wasn't enough space at the spawn point. Kránitz only bought a new telehandler on No Man's Land. Nice. I'll get one eventually, but front loader works fine for me at the moment. Carl Vyman saying very relaxing to watch, cheers, clears the head from all that's going on in the world right now. Yeah, nice laid back chill out stream. I'm definitely not one for high energy shouty and all, getting excited over little things. Hi Kat, hi to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we've got Stevie helping now. My voice is so calm. Somebody, what was the comment somebody left today saying, I never realised your voice was so good or something. I was like, okay. I disagree, I hate the sound of my own voice, but it's good to hear people find it nice and relaxing and calm to listen to. I've been very well, thank you, i.kenneth. Just again, another busy week, but I'm all good. No complaints anyway. I'm all good. I got my my tomatoes sown this morning. So this year I'm going to be also sim gardener. Bacon Genius Boy, hi, hey, how are you? Hope you're well, thanks for stopping by the stream. Kránitz saying I find telehandler easy to stack bales properly. Yeah, I prefer a telehandler for bale stacking with the 4-wheel steering, but I don't mind using the front loader. The only reason for the logo changes, I just wanted to have something that stood out a little bit more than just black and white. Indominus fan, hello to you. Bacon Genius Boy saying it looks good, thank you. And iCat saying love the streams, nice one. Cameron Henderson saying new colour scheme hoodies. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, is have a bit more continuity across the channel with the colouring and everything, because some of the overlays for the live streams and that were a bit random, just stuff I'd got off Streamlabs, and I've been working on some stuff but just struggling to find the time to do it, so I thought I'd have a slight change. And then I'll be carrying that theme on through the other channel, but with like a different colour scheme. Or like maybe the same colour scheme, but just swap the colours around a little bit. I don't know yet. Right, so we'll go and grab the other baler. Yes, this is not No Man's Land, unfortunately. I was having a few technical issues with the server, so we've come on to Calmsden Farm just so we've got something to actually do. So this is my save game for the Let's Play series on Sim Farmer Plus channel. If I wasn't in the middle of a save recording on No Man's Land Timelapse save game, I'd have probably done some stuff on there. But really don't want to mess up that save game. Sinead saying you are good at FS. I'm okay. I'm not the best. Oh, forgetting manual attach. I've just literally disconnected the other implement. Oh, wrong one. Right. Well, we can do these ones 240 because of the hay bales, but we must remember to change the size of the bales back before we do the grass.
I've set to 220 just in case, because we switch to grass, and then there'll be, if there's any hay left, first blade will be a...
Yeah, true. Alright, yeah, let's keep it 220 just in case. Sparrow saying, do you ever have an issue with the lumberjack when cutting trees to get them out the way? Mine still show the trees in the distance. Yeah, they do on No Man's Land. They will show up in the distance still. That's just, I think it's something to do with the distance mapping for the trees, the way they work. That was the same. I had the same thing on FS19 as well. Once you go too far from the distance, you can still see the trees even though they're actually not there anymore. Silage, it's the density of the grass itself, because grass is generally got more moisture in it, and also it's obviously cut a lot finer than straw, so when you bale it up it's a lot denser, so the actual volume of the bale is the same size, but the material that's in it is less. So 5,000 litres of loose like grass is compressed up into the same size bale as 9,000 litres of loose straw. So you've got to think, when you've got a pile of straw that's loose, there's a lot of air gaps in it. It's not as like compact as grass is when it's cut and rowed up anyway, because it's obviously grass is a lot smaller, shorter cut. Same with hay, there's a lot less moisture in hay, and you generally cut hay when it's a bit longer than you would grass. So technically you've got to think of it as, it's not the volume of the bale size that shows, it's the volume of the loose material within the bale. So, which something I always said on FS17 and 19 was to make a bale, 4,000 litre volume bale, you put in 4,000 litres of loose material, which obviously you wouldn't do because the bale compresses it. So technically you should probably put in a lot more loose material to get a 4,000 litre bale. So I like the way they've changed it in 22, that it's the actual, what is shown for the bale is actual the volume of the loose material, not the actual volume of the bale. Blue Buzzard, how are you? I am very well, thank you. Hope you are too. Firehead, did I miss something? Not sure how long you've been watching. You might miss the fact that we're not on No Man's Land, which the thumbnail says we are. Yeah, No Man's Land's, it's a massive transformation. I've been working hard, putting hedges and fencing in. Right, so we'll head up to field 22 and get that all baled up. What I'll probably do is lease a second wrapper, so we can both wrap, and then we'll get a second bale collector so we can both collect bales up and get this done a bit quicker. Bluewood's saying he's not bad, thank you, and saying hello to you, Stevie.
Hello.
I can. Ooh! Nearly run the dog over.
Okay, I got it first.
A random dog. I don't own that dog because it's not. His dog kennel's not on land I own, technically. So it's a stray. iCat saying he has to leave for a bit, might join again. But thanks for stopping by anyway, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Blue Buzzard saying I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby. Craden, I just stacked 2 bales with the auto loader and super strength, just rolling it with the wheels. You first need to. Right. Yes, I can use my commands. Should have done that in the other field so we didn't have a random hay bale up here. Yeah, it's a good job I haven't got the
One hay bale.
huh? I'll just popped out a
Yeah,
hay.
too late.
I popped out a hay bale. There's a hay bale by the gate.
That's 2 in the field, so.
Well, that's 2. I think they're all going to the same place anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. No Man's Land, unfortunately, I couldn't get the server to work. So we had to jump on here for a little bit. And I was possibly going to try and jump back on No Man's Land once we finish these 2 contracts on here. So I've managed to get the save game from the server downloaded. So I can just put it into my game folder and set up a host a game direct from the save game. Sinead, I don't like no traffic on the roads. Yeah, it would be nice to have the odd car here and there. Just to add a little bit of life to the map, because it does seem very lifeless. Which in a way is quite realistic, because I live on a road like in an area like this, and you probably only see like 1-2 cars a day drive past. There's probably a few more that I don't see, but it's not very often you see anybody drive past, and I'd never see anybody walk past. Occasionally there may be somebody walking the dog. Yeah, I think it'd make it too difficult to, because if you've got oncoming traffic down one of the lanes and that car's not going to reverse or move out the way, you could end up getting stuck with you having to reverse miles backwards down a road to be able to get past it. Blue Buzz is saying, yeah, like the new profile pic, thank you. It's only a simple change. It's just like a red and then a slightly off-white for the white bit. Sinead saying I'm playing the Old Stream Farm right now, nice. My golden retriever's goofball. I'm not going to say his real name, but he's a goofball. I don't want to give out too much personal information. You never know who's watching. But he's an absolute goofball. I love him to bits, but he's so goofy. Yeah, nice and simple. The trouble is YouTube is often your logo's seen in a very small circle. So if you've got one of these logos that got too much detail in it, kind of just looks like a big blur. So I like to keep it kind of small and simple. Now our small dog unfortunately had to go into the, we had to rush him to the vets last Friday. He's the smallest one and our oldest dog. I was landed because he cut all his face open. There's like a £1,400 vet's bill. But that was very unwelcome expense we had to fork out for. Blue Buzz are saying that is why yours is just your name, lol. Yeah, I see some people have got some like really nice logos, but they just don't work on the small scale for like what most people see on YouTube. Oh, Stevie's coming down that one. Yeah, he's fine now. He had to have a few stitches. He was a bit concerned because he's 14 years old, so he's quite an old dog, and he's very small as well. So there was like, because of where the cut was right under his eye on his face, they had to put him under, and I was a bit concerned about putting him under an anaesthetic, because obviously they're not sure whether he'd be able to cope with that, like coming round, but he's fine. I'll teach him to get in scraps with other dogs. Yeah, I'm in the process of redoing my YouTube banner as well. I've slightly changed it, but I need to finish it. So my trouble is I'm not a graphics designer, so I like to keep things a bit simple and clean looking. Simply the fact because I had no clue how some people do some of the stuff they do when they do graphics design. Woodchuck, I really love the enhanced vehicle mod. Simple to use, to be honest, and better than GPS. Yeah, I like the GPS. The reason, one of the biggest reasons I didn't use GPS much was there was an issue with it in multiplayer with contract vehicles where it kept messing up the attaching equipment. So I had to turn it off most of my save games because I'm doing the multiplayer games for most of the time-lapse videos. When I was doing contract work, it kept messing up. And also the fact that you have to pay 15,000 to install it on a tractor. Yeah, spend more on installing GPS than the tractors were. Ahmed saying hello bro, greetings from Indonesia. Hey to you, and thanks for stopping by the stream. Nightbot's being a little bit harsh again, I see. That's another thing I've still not changed yet. It's on my list of things to do. Blue Buzzard saying no, mine goes as far as Pixelar takes me. The Farming Cow saying hey there Sim, hey to you and welcome to the stream. There are 137 viewers watching, so I just say big apologies again that we're not on No Man's Land. So if you've tuned in expecting No Man's Land, yeah, I can only apologise for that. Don't think we can pick this up, can we? Nope. i.kenneth saying I'm back Sim, welcome back. I think we are all done baling. Oh, I've got to find, I'm 99% on that last bale. There's got to be a bit of grass I've missed somewhere that I can pick up to finish that. I can't leave the baler at 99%.
Down by the gate.
Yeah, I've got some here, I think there's enough. There we go. Right. We'll head down to the store and get the bale wrappers. Yeah, casual 30 grand, well, it's probably more than that for the two of them. How much are they? So probably at 40 grand for the two of them. Plus any excess bales we get. Oops. Richard, hey Sim, can I find your game settings anywhere? I don't have them specifically anywhere. My game settings, everything is on the maximum and it can be set to. I think I've got DLSS on. I'm not sure which mode it's set to. I basically just use what the that pesky dog again. The GeForce experience. So if you go into, if you've got a NVIDIA card, I use the optimal settings that kind of sets through there, which I think everything is maxed on in 4K 60 Hertz. No, 4K 60 Hertz. Yeah. Well, I'll keep it locked at 60 FPS. Maria's saying I have to go as it's 22:30 here in Norway. Well, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, good night to you. Farming Caves, is there any way I can contact you? I really want to play FS with you. I don't have a direct way for people to contact me. Discord probably will be the best way in the future, but I don't have that fully set up yet. That's another thing on my list of jobs to do. So the only way is comments within the videos, which I can't guarantee I would be able to respond to. LS Ricky, member for 25 months. Oh, thanks for that, you are awesome. Hello everybody and greetings from Germany. Hey to you. Hope you're well and thanks for stopping by. And thanks for being a long time channel member. I will be doing a multiplayer server at some point that will be open to everybody. Again, my list of things to do, and that's on one of them as well, to get that set up. I'm just waiting to get the server restarted because I haven't got enough time left on it, so I need to get that renewed. So that will be a cross-play server as well, so people on Xbox and PlayStation can join as well. That will be open. There'll be a post up on the community tab on my YouTube channel with all the information when it's up and running. When I'll be on there, I'll post something as well to let people know. So for those that do want to come and join in and play along at the same time as me, then they'll get the opportunity soon. Rich saying 4K is probably why I play normal full HD and don't have it optimized in NVIDIA. Thanks for your answer. No worries. Blue Boys is saying yes, Sim, if you want any help setting up the new Discord, I'm happy to help. Yeah, I've meant to message you back on there, and I haven't been on my Discord for probably about 3 weeks now. So it's just finding the time to get everything set up. I've got a few things in place, but I just need to kind of get some other stuff sorted out, and I haven't got Discord on my new PC because it's only on my old PC, which I haven't been on other than recording on it. So I've kind of not been on Discord, so I need to get back on there. But yeah, I appreciate your offer to help. I probably will take you up on that as well. Oh, I've just squished a deer. Oh dear. No real deers were harmed in the making of this live stream. For anybody that may have been upset by that. Yeah, there was no stopping for that deer. That literally just bounded out from the hedge. Yeah, well, I literally haven't been on Discord for, say, probably 3 weeks or so. I've been taking loads of like screenshots and that to update the stuff, but all the screenshots are on my new PC and Discord's on my old PC, and it's like, oh, I need to transfer everything across. It's a pain. I just need to install it on the new PC and just get it over and done with. Christiansen is very upset that you ran over the deer. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know why Nightbot timed you out, Craden. Apologies for that. Aggro saying already messaged Petry. I've already contacted Claimline to get compensation for the damage to my tractor. The farming cow saying, "Hey Sim, do you know if you'll be able to?" Yeah, the server will be cross-play server, so all the mods will be what's on console, so anybody can play on cross-play. So console, so to be Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, will all be able to join the server. Yeah, apologies for Nightbot, Craden. I didn't see anything wrong with your comment. Hans saying he finally found a decent forestry map, Umberon Valley, pretty nice so far. I'll have to check that one out. I did see Chainsaw Valley was in the testing list the other day on the mod hub. That one looked interesting from what I'd seen on Facebook, a few screenshots of it. So it's kind of like a forestry map, but I think it had like a small town and some proper roads with traffic on, so it wasn't like Wilhelmina Forest or Crater Lake. So it was interesting to see what it's like when it actually comes out. Calmlands, I haven't had a look at that. So I don't know if that will be possibly worth doing something on in the future, but it's one of those things when I come to start another map, I don't know if it'll be worth going back to that. There may be other stuff that's come out that'll be better. Yeah, it does, but it's got some roads on there, so it's not quite. It's more like that one that came out on FS19, which was, I think, Newlands, which was like predominantly a forestry, like a sparse map with no fields, but it had some roads and traffic on it. Hans saying, yeah, roads, towns, traffic, and a forestry map is great. Yeah, I like Crater Lake and that, but it would be nice if they had a small town area rather than just nothing at all. And some, like at least one proper road going through it with some traffic on. Right, those two are hay, so we can't wrap those. We've got You should only upload No Man's Land. I love the series. Yeah, there are times where I only feel like playing No Man's Land. There probably will be more No Man's Land this week than, well, not more than there is normally, but there probably won't be as many old stream farm. I say I possibly won't have a video for at least one of the days next week. Kránitz saying yes, now you can sell his digestate. Nice. I need to get that mod installed on No Man's Land so I can sell my manure, because I've got a mountain of manure I can't use at the moment. So that mod that came out the other day that adds a manure and slurry slurry sell point, manure sell point. I think I'll have to get those on No Man's Land. Magnus, no, this is Calmsden Farm, because I had a few issues with the server for No Man's Land. Is this the last one? Farming cows, what was your favourite map in FS19? Mine was Millennial Farm map. Mine was No Man's Land. My other favourite was Grizzly Mountain, because it was the first kind of forestry map I did. That sort of style where started off with no farm and cleared trees to actually build up the farm. But for maps not like that, I'm trying to think what else I enjoyed. Trying to remember which maps I actually played on. I enjoyed Ravensburg. Ravensburg was a nice map. Trying to think what else did. Midwest Horizon was alright as well. I was enjoying Medicine Creek until it kept messing up. But doing the 4x maps on your own, they are a little bit draining at times. Magnus, yes, I use an Xbox controller currently. I do have a steering wheel and side panel, but I don't have it set up. Kránitz saying same with manure. I've been bringing a bunch of it to the BGA. Now I can sell my digestate. There's way too much with 150 cows. Yeah, I'm alright on the slurry on No Man's Land, because I can use that just to keep the grass fertilised and then get one extra field every now and then. But the manure I haven't used. I think I've got, in the one manure pit, I've got over 150,000 litres of it. I don't have a BGA yet to sell it to, so Hans saying, have you seen Medicine Creek is available for FS22? I haven't, no. To be honest, when it comes to maps, I haven't really looked beyond what's been coming up in the mod hub, which is slim pickings at the moment. Sinead saying I'm back, sorry, no worries, welcome back. Oh, no, I don't want to cancel the contract. I want to get rid of that. And then I want to lease one of these. Right, how much is this going to cost? I didn't realise they was 90,000. Sure they weren't that expensive on thingy. 4,000. I'm going to add, because this should have actually spawned, I'm going to add the money in for it. I don't feel I should pay for it when it should have spawned. I feel cheated. I had that on 6 ashes a few times where I'd take on contracts and then half the equipment you needed for the contract wouldn't spawn because the shop area wasn't big enough to fit it all in. Blue Buzzard, there are only about 5 or so mod maps. Yeah, there's not many at the moment. I enjoyed the somewhere in Thuringia, not how you say it in German, but I enjoyed that map. That was a nice map. It's the one series I really wanted to finish and I never got back to it. Owen Davis saying I got small holding tractor from last stream, fence 720 with 70 reg. Nice. It's Scully saying hi, what map is this actually? This is Calmsden Farm by Oxygen David. Kránitz saying Manuri has 500,000 litres and 200, or was that 2 million? 2 million litres of slurry. Oh. Blue Buzzard, I had a look at that new something lands map, Calm Lands I think it is, afternoon once I got my game to finally work. It's not that bad to be honest. Yeah, I need to download it and have a look at it, but I'm not in a position to start another new series now. So yeah, maybe one for the future, but so it depends what else comes out. Farm Count, did you hear Stone Valley's coming back? Yeah. It's a lot of changes to it as well. Stone Valley's a series I never finished on 19 because that was another one I kind of had a break from and intended to get back to it and never did. How many bales? I don't know if it does it show. Oh no, I'm on multiplayer now, so I can't. There's no stats page, is there? I have no idea how many bales there are. Well, Stevie's just took 14, and we've got 12. So how many's left on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 13, so there'll be so we'll take this and then there's not enough for 2 loads here, so you want to come and get the rest of the hay, Stevie, and then I'll drop these load off and then go over to 22.
Yeah, I will.
So there's not enough there for both of us, so we need to go to the Cotswold stores.
Shortcut down through field 9. I have the gate left open.
I can't drive through somebody's field. I thought there was a track.
Well, I'm only the free labour, and you're the owner, and so you.
I don't know. Own field 9. You'll have some farmer coming after you with a shotgun.
It's okay. I'm the free labour. You're it's you that get in trouble, not me.
That's not my tractor. I'll deny all knowledge. You could say we're doing the contract for the farmer who owns the field. Farming Cow saying, I honestly like the class combines. I like the class combines because it's pretty much all I see around here is class combines and the odd New Holland. Yeah, I have watched Clarkson's Farm. I'm looking forward to the next series. I enjoyed it. It was quite interesting to watch. Blue Bulls is saying I've given up on websites for mods because that's what I think messed up my game. Yeah, I'm hesitant to use mod maps from that haven't been through the full testing. There's too many times I've downloaded stuff and they've just been full of so many errors. They just kill your performance. It's a shame because there are some really good mod maps that it would be nice if the mod creator tried to get it onto Modhub, but I can understand with some of them why they don't want to go through the process of trying to get onto Modhub. So that's 50% transported for field 7. So this load should be enough to complete that contract. Woo! Nearly spun out then. My favourite harvester, I say my favourite harvester in general, again, it's another one of those things, I don't know if I have a particular favourite, other than probably the class Lexian. Where I say that's just literally because that's what I see mostly by me. This is Calmsden Farm, Alu. Yeah, comments at the moment. There is an email address, but that is for business use only, so like business inquiries only, which some people don't seem to understand. Even though you have to click on the thing for business inquiries, reveal the email address. So if you could send a link on there, but I probably will not answer it. Whoops, overshot the entrance. Trying to read the chat. Sinead saying be careful, be very careful. What do I need to be careful of? What am I missing? FS19 King saying hello, hey to you. Craydon, what does the business about like? What does the business about like FS? Oh, business inquiry would be like sponsorship, stuff like that. So it's like Nitrado, they contacted me about having a partnership with Nitrado. So stuff like that. So sponsorship, or like I get a lot of if I'll just put those in the wrong place. Yeah, so I get a lot of like game keys, so game companies sending me game keys, which none of them suit the channel, so oops, wrong thing. But maybe for the other channel we'll take up some of those offers and do some videos on different games on the other channel. I'll just have to see whether they'd be prepared to send me the game key to do it on a channel that's got 3,000 subs. Is that the right place? No. There's too many different sell points. I don't know why there's so many different sell points. Why can't you have it all in one place? My fault, I should have paid more attention to where I was putting them. I still think it's stupid that there's so many different sell points. FS19 King saying I'm the 200th like. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for hitting that like button. I keep getting offers to do videos on really cheesy mobile games at the moment. I'm like, I keep saying, hey, we found your channel, we love your content, and you know, we think this game would suit your audience. I'm like, no, that game would not suit my audience. We like get offers to do videos on like Clash of Clans and rubbish like that. FS19 saying I've been subbed since you had 18k subs. Nice one. Thank you for that. Seems like forever ago I was at 18,000. Although in YouTube terms it's not been that long. So we'll go and head over to field 22 and start getting the silage bales. Yeah, so 18,000 subs would probably been nearly 3 years ago I was at that. So 3 years is a fairly long time, but some YouTube channels 3 years is not very long at all. Yeah, this video.
I subbed you when you were 2,400.
2,400, well. So you've been here. That would have been like December. The first year I started, December 2018.
Yeah, I think we both kind of started around the same time, but I think your channel just really took off.
Yeah, I had that one video that just kind of went crazy. Oh, spammers are out in force again tonight. I don't want any spam, thank you. That was the bot spammers.
We had 42 hay bales.
42 hay bales, nice one. Yeah, it was a different account. I blocked the other one that popped up earlier. Yeah, this is not No Man's Land, this is Calmsden Farm. Unfortunately we had a few problems with the server getting on No Man's Land, so we had to jump on here instead. But I couldn't get the thumbnail changed, so I will change that for the off-air stream. Yeah, I had no idea what was wrong with the server. It for some reason it just wasn't working. As soon as we finish these contracts, we might jump back onto No Man's Land for the last hour and a little bit. Andrew's saying he likes watching people play Oxy maps, but don't like playing them myself. Yeah, I think Oxy's maps they're definitely not for everybody. They're beautiful maps. They're really nice maps. But yeah, they're definitely not for everybody. First generation game dude, spam accounts are the worst. I have to block at least 5 every live stream. Yeah, it's every week there's at least one. Oh, I'm stuck on a bale. I wish YouTube had a better system for picking them up in live stream so they automatically get detected. It's one thing they could do. FS19 King saying bye, may see you in a bit. Well, thanks for stopping by to watch. Kránitz saying I like it for a... Oh, I'm full. I like it for a change, just had me wondering. Yeah, it wasn't a planned change in map. Well, we have got to take these to the same place, haven't we? Yeah. I didn't enjoy Sandy Bay to be honest. I'd never played any of the previous versions, so 15 or 17 versions of it. So the 19 one was the first one I did. I don't know why, I just didn't really take to it all that much. It's one of those maps I wanted to like, but I just never really got into it. I say, had I ever played it from FS15, it may have held a little bit more of a nostalgic kind of thing to it. I never played any mod maps on 15 at all because I only ever played on Xbox. Oops, I've missed the turning. Samuel Farmer saying hello, hey to you. Thanks for stopping by. Fanatic Farmer, what's with the new logo? Just a change in colour for the background, just to make it stand out a little bit more. And a change across the colours so it's all a bit more consistent with other things. So the new overlays for the stream. Andrew's saying Sandy Bay was okay. I had a few hours on that one with seasons. Calmlands, I don't know. I've not had a look at it myself yet. At the moment I won't be doing anything on it because I don't want to start another new series. So I possibly will consider it in the future, but I can't say for definite whether I will or not. Josip, thank you very much for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content. Hi Sim, love your new logo. Thank you, Siwis. Yeah, it's something I wanted to do before 22 came out. Was kind of change everything and get it a little bit more consistent. I never got the round to actually doing it. Next series plans on your channel. Greetings, bro. I don't have anything planned at the moment for another series. I'll see what's available when the time comes. No Man's Land Live didn't happen, or hasn't happened so far because of a server issue. Because we play on a dedicated server. Unfortunately, there was a problem with the server starting. I can't say. In the No Man's Land videos I say hi Barbara when you're at a job. Yeah. Good old Barbara. She's the only person in No Man's Land I got to communicate with. Fanatic Farmer, are you ever going to make a Sim Live channel? A Sim Live channel? What do you mean by a sim live channel? One that I just do live streams on. I probably wouldn't do a separate channel just for live streams. Thomas G saying hello and good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are. Hey to you, thanks for stopping by. Kránitz is saying FS19 had the best starting maps to this date for me, especially Felsbrunn. Yeah, I enjoyed Felsbrunn. I like Baileron, but I don't love it. I prefer Felsbrunn. Elm Creek I prefer Elm Creek over Ravensport. But yeah, Felsbrunn probably is my favourite base game map that I've played on so far. Yeah, I don't think I'll do a separate channel just for live streaming. Logging tonight, maybe in a bit, if we switch over to No Man's Land in a minute. We'll just finish these contracts off and then I'll see if we can get No Man's Land going. Tanal saying hey Sim, hey to you. Hope you're well, thanks for stopping by the stream. Felsbrunn nailed the European style and the setting location of the farm is just beautiful. I don't know how many bales we've actually got left here. Quite a few actually. So possibly one more load after this. We've got these 14. Blue Buzzard saying bye to you. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll try and give you a message on Discord and sort something out. First generation gamer dude, how did you get started on YouTube? Did you take a while to grow your audience? I got started with this channel. It was a case of I was playing the game quite a lot, and I'd been watching a few other YouTubers do farm sim videos, so I thought as I'm playing the game so much, why not just give it a go, see where it goes. And it kind of just went from there. I was very fortunate. I had one video that took off in only a few months, so about 3 months after I started the channel. So I went from starting in September 2018, by the end of December 2018 I had 10,000 subs, so for me it was quite a quick growth in that short period of time, which I wasn't expecting. And it's just gone from there. Thank you for subscribing. Not sure how you pronounce your name, but thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thomas G saying his favourite base game map is Step and Back. I like Step and Back until it kept messing up, and then the update that messed up all the sell points, which they never seemed to fix. And I've come to the conclusion I think I was the only person playing that map, because they never did an update for it to fix the issue. This is on PC, Gavin, using an Xbox controller. TC Agri saying hi Sim, hey to you. No Man's Land is on tomorrow, Tanel. So episode 36 of No Man's Land. Sinead saying like the case. Yeah, this is not my case though. We're full again. So we've got 4 bales left here. Yeah, we were supposed to be on No Man's Land, but I had a problem with this server, so I couldn't get on to No Man's Land. So we'll be trying to get on as soon as we finish these 2 contracts we're doing on here. So just for something a bit different, we had something to do. I jumped on Calmsden to do a couple of contracts, which have actually taken a little bit longer than I thought. I think even those grass fields are not that big. They still take a while on this map. So they look tiny compared to the other fields, but they've still taken a fair while to do both of them, and that's with 2 of us as well. Just about squeezed past. Yeah, Stevie's just gone past me. The end goal for No Man's Land is to do every single crop type and every single base game production line. Because I can't do any leasing or take out any loans, I will have to buy all of the relevant equipment for each different crop type. So grape harvester, olive harvester, cotton harvester, sugar beet, potato harvesters. Then obviously for the production lines I'll need to buy all the production buildings and then make sure I've got the relevant stuff I need to make whatever's needed. So sugar mill will need to do either sugar beet or sugar cane, which we then can do sugar, so we can do chocolate, cakes at the bakery and stuff like that. So that is the kind of end game, is to do every single crop type that's in the base game production. So there may be some more productions that come out as mods. I may do some of those as well, but I may not, but I will be doing all of the base game stuff. Oops, too fast. Yeah, big sugarcane. I've never ever done sugarcane myself in Farm Sim, so it'll be a first for me. And I know technically sugarcane probably wouldn't grow in that area, kind of a generic European setting, but yeah, I feel like it would be better, because on 19 I never did cotton or sugarcane on No Man's Land, so I thought this time I'll try and do a bit of everything, especially with the grapes and olives as well. So that's that contract finished, so we'll just wait for Stevie with the last few bales. I changed it earlier today, TC. Right, let me just check the server. Right. Yes, right. We'll see if the server will actually restart itself first, and then if not, I'll put the save game on and yeah, No Man's Land will be building up all the different stuff, but we need to place all the stuff. Kránitz now has 180 hours on No Man's Land. PS4 can't join on this now. Even if it was an open server to people to come on, I've got mods on here that are on console. Possibly will last a bit longer than 19. We'll see how it goes. It may get to a point where I still continue doing episodes on No Man's Land, but maybe just like one a week or something. The 90s call, they want their Balkan beats back. Yeah, I don't know where that one kind of got in there. Right, so that's that done. So I'm going to complete one of these contracts and Stevie's tractor is going to disappear. So I don't know which one's which. Not mine. Oh, I can return that as well. Right. East. Get rid of that. Right, so I now have 146,759 euros, or well, being pounds. Right. Right. Let me just see why this server's not. The server is currently stopped, but it says this. Okay. Oh, no, the server's back up and working. Alright, let me save this and we'll jump over to No Man's Land for the last hour. Join game. Oh, come on. It says the server's running, so why is it not? There we go. Yay, we're on No Man's Land. Do some drifting in the snow. Watch it now. I'll load this in, and all the snow will have disappeared. Oh no, it's still there. So eventually we got to No Man's Land. Let's have a look. I can't remember what was in here. Little John Deere 6300. Cheap as chips. Oh, that would be a nice upgrade if we had the money. Typical of decent combine comes up in the used equipment sale and we can't buy it. I told you the snow would disappear. Seriously? I don't know if the snow's disappeared or whether it's because I've just tabbed to this, it's not updated the map. Yeah, we're back on No Man's Land. No Man's Land! Bye Sim, TC Agri saying bye Sim, I have to go call with my girlfriend, nice one. Well, thanks for stopping by. Should do 200 episodes on No Man's Land, possibly. Right, where are we? We're in March. What can we actually sow? So we can do oats, sunflowers we can't do because we don't have a planter. Can't do sorghum yet, so it looks like doing oats in this field then. We don't have oats. I can't remember what we actually planted last time. Oh, come on, why is it taking forever to update? So that field we're going to do is grass. That one we've got canola. I can't remember if we only did the canola, I think. No, we put wheat and barley. No, barley in that one, didn't we? So I think we've got that one field of barley and then that one field of canola, if I remember rightly. So we'll do this one with oats. And my sowing in the snow was kind of a false thumbnail anyway. So the fact that we didn't get to come on no man's land to start with, and there's also no snow now. Oh, I forgot lime. Ah, there's me getting carried away.
Okay, I'll come behind you.
I forgot we need to lime them as well, don't we? Yeah, unfortunately there was no video today. I just run out of time to get one done for today. So there'll be a video tomorrow on no man's land. So there's so many things in the promotion area because most of this stuff we actually sold to the store. So that subsoiler, the baler, the Fiat Agri, the roller, the wrapper, they were all stuff we actually sold last time. Yeah, that's the only reason why there's so much stuff in there. It's because it's stuff we actually sold to the store, shows up. Stormcore saying, well, you know, you're finally on no man's land, I have to go to bed. That's a shame. Well, thanks for watching up until now. So there may possibly be a live stream on Wednesday, because I was going to try and do one on Calmsden Farm on the other channel. Because we haven't been able to get much done on here, I may do like a full stream on here on no man's land on Wednesday, but don't know yet for definite. The farming cows, what you miss. We finished up the contracts on Calmsden. There we've just jumped over to no man's land now. The server's working, so we're going to try and get this field sown with oats before we finish up, and lime, and then probably get some fertiliser on it as well if we need to. How are you not bored with no man's land? Because they're both completely different, and I'm doing this one on the live stream as well, so I get to interact with people, which makes it more fun. So to be honest, it doesn't even like phase me that it's no man's land for the live stream. It's more for me. It's just about getting to interact with everybody. This is going to be difficult because I can't see where I've been. I have to just overlap slightly so we don't miss any. Yeah, they're both. I'm trying to do both no man's lands quite a bit different. I'm all yeah, using different stuff anyway. So we'll have different buildings and different stuff like that on here. Craydon saying, yeah, there is a vid today. It's the stream, yeah. Well, technically later it will be a video on demand, as they like to call them on Twitch. Well, that seems to be a term that's creeping into YouTube now. Farming cows saying he was outside feeding the cows. Weather is so crappy here. Well, hopefully it'll get better for you. Yeah, I don't have the enhanced vehicle mod on the server yet. I was waiting to see if Stevie gets used to using it.
Well, I could do something to it, but I just need to figure out the rest.
Yeah, there's a lot of commands for it. I had to have the GitHub page open on my second monitor so I could keep the controls up for it while I get used to them.
I just need to know the command that if you want to reset the track.
Yeah. That's right control and 2 on the numpad.
Nice one, because I know I had a track set to do contract from the old stream and I couldn't figure out
Yeah.
how to reset it.
There's a few times on the old stream where I was trying to do it and it kept sending the tractor a different way. I was like, no, reset. I don't want to go that way. I will eventually get all the enhanced vehicle controls set to the stream deck, so I can just one button on the stream deck and they'll all be labelled so I know what's what. Yes, I live in the UK. I'm in Worcestershire. Stormcall saying he really now has to go to bed. Oh, good night. Again, thanks for stopping by. This version of No Man's Land is going to start looking very, very different to my time-lapse series. Although it does look a lot different now, but the time-lapse series is going to start progressing quite a bit with a lot of new things on there. We may have to go and get some new seed. Farm can say I live in the USA and it's a blizzard right now. I bet that sucks, especially if you've got to go out and working in it. Oh. No, I don't envy you having to go out and work in the conditions like that. I suppose it's one of those things you've got to do it. Lamb and Ram, been bringing your lumberjack to large farm on No Man's Land. I must admit I'm a bit hooked. Nice one. It's good to hear. Yeah, there will be a face reveal at some point. I was hoping to have done it by now. I just haven't finished getting stuff sorted out to be able to do it. I want to try and get all my setup finished first. So there'll be like a face reveal and then like a new setup tour video of the new setup once it's finished, which I'm still kind of making a few changes to. So that's another thing I need to try and sort out. So that's probably why at least next week there'll be slightly less videos, just because I really need to try and get this stuff done. As I say, it's stuff I've been trying to do for the last couple of months and I'm just not getting any closer to getting it all done, because I'm just spending so much time doing the recording time lapses and editing those videos. I think I've got to the point where the only way I can really get this done and keep on top of videos is just having a little bit of a reduction in how much I'm recording for a couple of weeks or a week, just so I can get this stuff done. So it was barley we got in that one. It's barley, isn't it? Yeah. a bit strange. I don't know why it took so long for the map to update. Farming cow, don't you wish there could be Ford, Chevy, Ram, Peterbilt mods? Yeah, it would be nice if they could have more stuff like that for the American maps. I mean Ford in general, because you can get some Ford mods for the European maps as well. Well, being from Britain, I think the one I'd like to see the most is like getting the old Land Rover into the game as an actual Land Rover, like officially. Hopefully there'll be a mod out of one soon that's suitable that I can use on Calmsden Farm. Get a nice old Land Rover or a Discovery. That kind of fits in than the generic European truck I've got from the base game. But we're probably just about finished this row and then we'll have to go and refill. I may just put down a seed refill point rather than driving all the way back to the store every time. I think I did enable someone here.
I'm going to the store if you want me to bring back 2 bags.
No, I'll just put a refill point down. It's going to be a lot easier because I'm pretty sure I enabled them on the server. What would they be under?
Tools, I think.
Nope. Container. 5 grand. Seed, fertilizer, lime station. Just gotta find somewhere decent to put them now. I'll just put them over here for now. What's that one? We don't need that one. Liquid fertilizer, we don't need that one either. I'll move that again at some point. We do want to try and replace these 2 sheds with one larger building and then get a separate shelter somewhere else next to it for some of the implements, because we're running out of space and we've got equipment lying around everywhere at the moment. So if you missed last week's stream, No Man's Land, we built the chicken, which actually gonna probably need to move the eggs soon, and we also built the large sheep pasture. So we've got 45 sheep in there, not producing much wool at the moment though. So once we start getting a decent amount of wool from those, we'll look again the spinnery, and then the tailor shop. That'll be probably in the future, like distant future. A little bit more expensive than buying the big bags directly from the store, but that's not too much of a problem. Oh, so I just crash into the fence. It saves a little bit of time driving backwards and forwards just for a few bags of seed. So the next animals we'll probably look to get on here are cows, so we can start building up the dairy. But that'll probably be again in the distant future, maybe after the next harvest, because we we made quite a bit of money last time, but we do need to get some more upgrade our mowers that we sold, and also the baler. We need to get a new baler, new set of mowers. We sold the windrower as well and the tedder, so if we want to do hay we need to get new stuff for all of that to replace what we sold. But we did manage to get this Massey as well last week, if you missed that stream. So we've got 2 decent horsepower tractors now. Vlad saying hello, hey to you. Farming cows, did you see that E-modding is making an IH Anteater and Mad the 4000 series? No, I haven't seen that. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen much from mod creators recently, because I haven't spent much time going on Facebook to try and keep up with some. Nathan Agri saying, hey, sorry I'm late. No worries. Good to see you back in the chat. Welcome to the stream. We've not long been on No Man's Land. We had a few issues with the server, so we was on Calmsden for the first few hours, doing some contract work on my save game from the Let's Play series. Thomas G, yesterday I was casually playing Farm Simulator while listening to Epidemic Music Radio live stream. When I got blessed by the Sim Farmer vibes. It was funny to think that I am a time lapse along. Kellen, hey Sim, thank you for your great content you make, especially No Man's Land. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for your comment. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the snow either. Oh, I missed a bit. There was supposed to be snow, and the snow just disappeared. How long's left? Well, we'll finish off sowing this field, so probably, well, 25 minutes, probably half an hour or so. I'm oh. I'd love to continue on, but I'm starting to feel a bit tired. Well, we'll get this finished and then we'll see if we can get some fertiliser on it as well. Dr. Bubbles finally made it to a stream. Hi Sim, hey to you, welcome along to the stream. Good to see you finally made one. I'll have to check out his channel, Farming Cows. I'll have to have a look at that. Farming Cows are saying, yesterday my friend and I made a huge field on No Man's Land. Nice. It'll be a while before I start making some really big fields on my time-lapse series yet. Although I've got some fairly decent sized ones. I will be making some bigger ones once I've got some larger equipment. And get a few extra houses down around the map so I can actually hire some workers. There's one of those things, I've been waiting for some decent decorative houses that I can put down on No Man's Land to use for adding some homes for the workers. So I've been kind of like staying away from hiring an actual worker for that fact. And it kind of doesn't make sense with having the sawmill and stuff. You know, like saying you obviously got people that work there. unless they're completely automated sawmill, carpentry and spinnery. But yeah, we'll be adding a bit more life to the map with some placeable cars and housing soon. Will they ever add an auto load pallet? Yes, there will be one. Don't know when, but there will. I think it's 82 Studios are working on an auto load system for console. I don't like coffee. Much prefer tea. For the most part, for regular coffee anyway, there's more caffeine in tea than there is in coffee. Oh, I wouldn't be able to drink anything like coffee this late. I'd be up all night. Sleep in the buildings in sleeping bags. Well, that sounds like I'm some slave labourer. It's like you never. Here's your workplace. You're never allowed to leave. It's like the No Man's Land Sim Farmer sweatshop. 24-hour production. Max N saying hello, hey to you. Jesse saying I haven't watched for 2 hours. What has happened? We're now finally on No Man's Land. We're just sowing this field with oats. So we finished up the contracts on Calmsden, finished both of those up and got paid for those, and then we jumped over to No Man's Land. Now the server is finally working. The Barbarian saying, hey Sim, I enjoy the content on both your channels, great videography and an enjoyable pace. Well, thank you for that, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Yeah, there'll be more stuff on the other channel soon. I've been struggling to find the time to get stuff done. I say this is my main channel, so this kind of takes priority. So the other channel unfortunately will be just as and when I can get the time to do the videos for it. But there is some stuff coming. I've got the next Calmsden recorded, I just need to edit it. So I may have a go at trying to edit that tomorrow so I can get it up for Monday. And then I'm caught up with the recordings and where the save game currently is, so I need to actually record some more on Calmsden. So for anybody, if you've not yet subscribed to the other channel, then please do go and check it out. I'll put the link in. And also don't forget to check out Stevie's channel as well. So he does the time-lapse version of the live streams. So if you've missed any of the live streams and you want to see what we've done, then you can go and check out Stevie's channel and see it in like 20 odd minutes rather than sit through a 4-hour stream. So there's the link to my channel, Sim Farmer Plus, which is the first link, and then Stevie's channel is the second link. How much we got left? Not much. Oh, we need to roll it. We don't have rollers, so We'll leave rolling because it's only 2.5%. Why is it missing the corners? It's not. There's the corner.
That's because some of the line has overlapped.
Oh yeah, the lime. It's the lime. The lime was already spread over areas where it was already drilled, so you can't go over it again. So it's not removing the lime. Now the 82 Studios is doing auto load for console. There was auto load on FS19 for console for pallets. It worked in a slightly different way than it does on the PC version. So they use the auto load system, I think, for the auto load stacking bale stackers. They use the scripting for that. I don't know if that's slightly different in 22. Yeah, that area is growing. It's just because I'd already done the headlands for the seed drill, and then when you put lime over the top, it doesn't remove the lime because that area is already drilled. So it is still growing. You can see on the map it's all the way around. It's got the so it's fully growing. We haven't missed any bits. Although I did miss that little bit there. Yeah, we'll get some bigger drills in the future, but the trouble is with the next kind of drills up in game are like 6 metre ones, which are over 100 grand each. And if we only afford one of those, that's only one 6 metre drill, where at the moment with two of us that's like equivalent of 8 metres. So we're better off with 2 of these than one 6 metre drill. But yeah, we will be looking to upgrade. So we're almost finished on this one. We could look at getting that one, getting the grass in that, because we've got the 9 metre seeders we can use for that. So that shouldn't take too long to do. Used machines, there's a nice combine in the used machines, but we just don't have the money to afford it. A little John Deere, which is completely useless to us. A little spreader as well, which is pretty useless, and all that stuff we sold last week ourselves. Yeah, so it would be nice to try and get that combine as a nice upgrade to ours. I don't think, even if we sold ours at the moment, it's possibly something we could look at trying to get next time. Do a bit of forestry and try and get that. So that's that field done. So we're going to switch over, because it's got 15 or just under 15 minutes, but we'll see if we can get this one done with the grass, because we've got 2 9 metre well, they're technically weeders, but they also sow grass, canola and oilseed radish, which is something I've not actually done yet in 22. I don't know if it's even worth doing. It would be nice if oilseed radish would be planted as a cover crop to cover the field, to also suppress weeds rather than just to give you that layer of fertiliser. Oh, you can tell me now this won't fill up from here. Oh, there we go. Just to open the cover. Alright, so we'll get this field done with grass. This shouldn't take too long to do these. Craden saying the PTO is on my slurry spreader. Hey? Have I missed something there, Craden? The farming cows, I hope they come out with more old John Deere mods. I'm sure they will. I know Black Sheep Modding are working on their John Deere. Oh, is that actually drilling? Oh no, we did. We went over these. Yeah, before we ploughed them together, we went over these fields with the disc harrow. Although it's going to be difficult to see where we've been because there's not much difference in texture. Well, the one downside to these is they are a little bit slower than the other two. Watch out, there's a tree stump right there, Stevie. Oh, you've gone over it.
It's only a small piece of wood.
Ah, is it only a small piece of wood? Look like a tree stump. I still haven't found that one that's causing the issue on the log when you join the server. There's a tree stump or a piece of log somewhere that's glitched out that throws up a warning in the log when I join the server, and I've no idea where it is. That's right, where do we go from here? Who knows? Yeah, so the first thing for job for in the morning is change the thumbnail for the live stream. You'll have a few people watching the stream back, so like, where's no man's land? Thomas G for no, it's no more like don't want to sleep by Swift 7. I don't know what order this playlist is actually playing in. I don't know if that's already been on. I don't know if that's actually on this playlist, to be honest. Lamon Ramp saying the irony is I found FS22 because I was tired of farming in MMOs. Now I love farming. Yeah, kind of a little bit different though to growing crops in games like MMOs. Farming for XP. That glitched out log tree stump must be the one in the XML files and can't be deleted then. Is the one in the XML files that can't be deleted? don't know if it shows. It's a bit too far up the log now. I also need to check, because I don't know why on my time-lapse game save I've got that weird vent that's floating in the middle of the air. And I was going to go and have a look on here, see whether it's on this one as well, whether it's just my save game, because I have no idea where it's come from. And I keep forgetting to actually look on here, see whether it's on this save game as well. So once we finish this, I'll quickly have a go and look, see if I can find it. Kránitz saying shoot, I did a lot of digestate spreading and forgot to do a double application. Oh, looks like you'll be going over it again. One thing I get as well is why this is default off now. I could understand it in FS19 because any grass on the map showed up when you had grass on, but in 22 this only shows up actually planted grass on field, so I don't know why it always defaults to off, because there's no need for it to be off as default anymore, because it's not as if it's annoying because it shows grass on the entire map like it did before. We'll see anyway. I estimate by the end of next week we'll get the next update. I'm out of seed. So I'll quickly go and refill. Hand saying every object location on the map is in the XML files. Basically everything is in the game XML files. I like to call FS as one of the classic Excel simulators. Yeah, I haven't had a look through the XML files for the map to see what's in there. Sinead saying I'm doing alright on the old stream farm, nice. So did you, I can't remember, I think you said last time, did you do like a starting with nothing on that, or did you start with some equipment? Exotic saying hi, hey to you. Hope you're well, thanks for stopping by the stream. Well, we may as well start working across this way. Kind of filling this top bit a little bit. So we'll get this one finished off and then we'll call it a night. Again, apologies we couldn't do no man's land all night. I'm really annoyed the serve wouldn't work, because I was really looking forward to getting on here and getting a bit more progress done. I started with nothing, nice. So what are you up to now? I'm kind of really hoping for some decent contracts to come up so I can afford to buy a combine for the I need it to harvest the field of oats I sown. And I think I'm possibly going to be relying on doing baling contracts, because they seem to be some of the best paying contracts on the old stream farm. So I'm possibly looking at doing like 3 baling contracts in one go. Hans saying I am currently working on a side project program around the game's XML files and all the possibilities, but it's far from finished. Sounds interesting. Way beyond anything I'd be able to do. I can do some basic changes in XML files, that's about it. Craden, if I sold everything on No Man's Land, I'd probably have about $8 or $9 million. That's one thing I would really like to see. Sinead saying up to 123,000, nice. One thing I would like to see within the game is on the finances screen where it showed you like the total value of your farm, and then broken down into like land and equipment. So it totals up all the value of all your current equipment and land, livestock, buildings and stuff like that. And it showed you in there, so it would be nice to see rather than having to try and work it out. Kind of just to expand on your finances page a little bit. Can you lease on this land? Not on this save game, no. Doing no leasing, no loans. Hans saying, well, I am a programmer, but I have no experience and no idea about 3D modelling and modding. Yeah, I've tried my hand at doing a bit of 3D modelling. Just some simple stuff for a diorama I was doing. So I came up with like some toolboxes as a 3D model that I could print out on my 3D printer. So I've had to play around with 3D modelling, very basic stuff. But yeah, when it comes to like coding and programming, no chance. Sinead saying I have a farm in real life, nice. So you have a farm in real life and then you enjoy virtual farming as well. So we've got this last little bit round here to do. I think we may. Let's have a look. I'm not going to bother doing the rolling. I don't think it's worth it at the moment. Fertiliser. So this field needs fertiliser, and that one's sort of fully fertilised. Probably just quickly get some fertiliser in there because we've got a decent spreading fertiliser spreader, I think. Or am I getting confused with save games? Yeah, we've got that one which is 42 metre. So I'll just quickly do some fertiliser on this. When we will have a public stream, there'll never be a completely public live stream like with people on that anybody can join. I wouldn't be able to do that on a live stream because it only takes one person to do something stupid and kind of make a mess of it, so I'd only have people on I can trust. So there'll never be a live public live stream, but there will be a public server people can come on. Hans saying that's awesome. I've recently opened the Giants editor and got so frustrated with that I closed it after just a few minutes. Yeah, I've played around with Giants editor making some changes to maps and stuff. I'd love to create my own map. The problem is it's doing all the 3D models for all the buildings and stuff, and then doing all the XML files where I'd struggle. Because if I was to do my own map from scratch, I'd want to do it kind of like unique, so have all unique buildings that fit in with the map rather than use like prefab stuff. And it's just having the time to do all that and learn how to do all that. Oh, I'll put lime. Oh, actually we do need to do lime on this. Okay, so we're going to do lime on the edges of this because we need to, although I don't think lime affects grass, but as I've accidentally filled it up with lime and not fertiliser, I may as well use it. Oh, that went far. Maybe we'll leave the lime. There'll be like 50 trips with the lime spreader. Right, solid fertiliser is what we want. That's me reading the chat and not paying attention to what I'm clicking on. Nomad, how do you make the third person? I do it on a multiplayer game. So it'll be like this, and I use like, if I've got it enabled. So basically I'll just do that. So this is my main PC. Just have the fixed camera like this while I'm working on the other account on a multiplayer game. So I just use like float mode to get different positions. So it's done over 2 PCs. I've got my second PC which is set up next to me for this one I'm currently on now is my main recording PC. Dr. Ball saying, shame you can't adjust the width for the spreader. Yeah, that's the one downside to this one. Oh, you can this one. Yeah, the trouble with this spreader is it's only got a 1,000 litre capacity tank, which is not very big at all. But you can adjust the width on this one. So too many different save games, too many different fertiliser spreaders. It's got a nice working width on it though, which is just too small. Especially for a 42 metre spread. Are you playing other games than FS22? Not on this channel at the moment, it's just FS22, but on my other channel I've got Transport Fever 2 Let's Play, and I'll be playing other games on there as well in the future. So stuff like Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, and some other stuff as well. Farming Cow saying you are God at FS. I don't know about God, but thank you. Because you make the best content, I appreciate that. I say I'm glad you enjoy it. Makes it worth doing when I know people like enjoying what I'm doing. Johan is saying just after midnight here in Germany, time for me to call it a day. Had a lot of fun watching. Bye all. Well, thank you for watching, and have a great week. And yeah, we'll be finishing up in a minute. Just finish off this field. So possibly there may be a stream on Wednesday, but don't know for definite yet. So keep an eye out on the community tab on the channel page. And if I will, I'll probably post up the day before that I will be. Whilst I don't know for definite just yet. So last little bit to do. So thank you for everyone that's watched, and again apologies we couldn't do it on No Man's Land from the start. So for those that were looking forward to No Man's Land, yeah, apologies we couldn't get on here sooner. But I hope you have enjoyed it nonetheless, and if you have, then please don't forget to smash that like button, as I really do appreciate it. I say I hope you have enjoyed it anyway. Something a little bit different. So I'll just drop this off here. And we'll park that there. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you to Stevie for coming on to help out again. And
No problem at all.
thank you for your brief cameo on Calmsden. Yeah, we got there in the end. We did get a little bit of No Man's, and I'd love to carry on, but yeah, I'm getting tired. The dogs need walking. So yeah, keep an eye out for possibly Wednesday. Thank you again to everyone that's watched. Thank you to all my channel members as well for your extra support. Really appreciate that. And thank you to anybody if you've sent me a donation. I don't have notifications through PayPal, so I had a couple of donations last week. So if you are watching and you did send a donation, thank you for that. I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge it last time. I didn't get the notification until after I'd finished streaming. Stevie Craden's asking how do you like his vids with subtitles?
I haven't had time to even look at them yet. I'm even behind my own videos, so it's been a bit tough.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Hans saying thanks to him, see you next weekend or hopefully next Wednesday. Yep, so keep an eye out for that. Again, got 107 watching, so thank you for everyone that stuck by it for this long. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next stream, and have a great week. Goodbye.
can get